Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my May favorites. It's so hard to believe that we're already in June. I just don't, this whole year has been flying by. It's in a way, I find it a little bit sad that time flies so fast because just life already goes by so quickly, and that it's going even quicker by the day is just a little bit of a bummer, I guess. But I do have all my goodies for you for the month of May that I was loving, that I am actually still loving. First though, I have to show you my shirt because those of you who know me know I am a Disney geek. And I haven't worn this one yet, and it's actually a Disney World shirt. And it has all the parks on it. It has Magic Kingdom, it's got Epcot, it's got, let's see, Animal Kingdom over here, Hollywood Studios down here. Let's see, with the Tower of Terror. I just had to showcase that one because typically when I can see myself in the viewfinder, I see that like all the good stuff doesn't come across on camera, so I had to show my shirt. Such a geeky moment there. But let's just go ahead and jump right into my May favorites so that you can see what I was loving. Okay, I'm not really going to go in any particular order because I have it all dumped in like a basket, and so if I were to kind of separate it out between hair care, skincare, all that, it would take us forever. So I'm just going to pick out of the basket and we'll go from there. The first item is actually something I've had for a very long time, but you know how when you have things for a while and you used them once or twice when you first bought them, but then later on down the road you're like, let me just use this up so it doesn't go old, so it doesn't go bad, and then I can move on with my life. And then you end up finding that you love those products. Well, this is one of those products. This was the GlamGlow. It's the Fizzy Lip Exfoliating Treatment. I purchased this when they sold these together, this together with the lip balm. This is the lip scrub. So it comes in this little silver sphere looking thing, and it's just a lip scrub. Nothing ordinary, nothing out of the ordinary. It looks just like your typical lip scrub. It smells like peppermint, so when you scrub your lips with it, it almost makes them tingle a little bit. So what I love about this one is it has like an oil or ointment in it, so that once you've scrubbed your lips and you wipe it off or you rinse it off, it leaves them so soft. It's almost like it has a lip balm incorporated in it. I love this stuff and I have been using it pretty regularly. My lips have been loving that. I don't think it comes in the 2-pack anymore. I think you have to buy them individually, but the next item is something that I use on my hair. It's actually what I use to slick back. When I pull my hair back, I have very fine, thin hair. So I've got all those baby hairs that kind of just stay up and frizzy if I don't slick them back with something. And gel always makes my hair so hard and crunchy, and it feels dirty after the first time I use it. And you know me, I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it every 3 or 4 days. So this is the Maui Moisture. It's by the brand Maui Moisture. It's called the Curl, Quench, and Coconut Oil Curl Smoothie. And that's what that looks like. It says it's for thick, curly hair. I have curly hair. I don't have thick hair. But this stuff is so good. It smells like Hawaii, first of all, like Maui, I'm sure. And it's a cream, and I typically don't use creams in my hair because then they make my hair, again, they feel dirty, powdery, and gross. So I don't spread this out throughout my hair. I just use it instead of a gel to slick my hair back. And I have been using this for a good while now. So you see the kind of the dip in there. It's been months and months and months that I have been using this, and I don't slick my hair back every day. If I pull my hair back, I'm not always just like, you know, using product to slick it back. And so this stuff is probably like $6 and will last so long, but I've been loving it. It smells good and does the trick without making my hair crunchy and gross. The next item is actually a drugstore face wash that I have been using every single night. I love this stuff, and it's by Olay. It's called the Cleansing Infusion Hydrating Glow Facial Cleanser. This is in the scent Deep Sea Kelp and Aloe Extract. This is what it looks like. They've got one in like a ginger scent, but I think that one's also like a scrubbing formula. I don't remember. The back right here, it says draws out impurities and draws in hydration. Our exclusive formula infuses non-stripping cleansers with our best bio-renewing hydrators to actually improve your skin's condition as you wash. Our unique hydrating ingredients act more like your skin's natural lipids to renew skin's surface from within, renewing your natural glow. So what I do is I first go in with my Pharmacy Green Clean, primarily on my eyes and eyebrows, a little bit on the rest of my face to just break up all that makeup, and then I use this. I use one pump because that's another awesome thing, is that it's got a pump, and it's a very nice size pump. I pump one full pump into my hands, and that's enough for my full face. My face feels clean afterwards, but without feeling tight and gross. I think, again, this one's also like $6 or $7, so loving that. The next skincare items I actually picked up in my last haul, and I can't even tell you how much I've been loving these. I am not one for gel light type of moisturizers. I like thick. I just super hydrating. That's just something that has always been my style, that my skin has always appreciated. But I picked up it's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. It was a set that came with a smaller size of the sleeping mask and then the full size of the Pink Juice moisturizer. And I can't even tell you how much my skin has been loving this. So I use this one a couple times a week. The rest of the days I use this. And when I wake up to wash my face is so, it's almost like plump and super soft. I don't know. I have not found a gel moisturizer to do what this does. And I think this is worth every penny. I have been loving these for the month of May. And the reason I threw that in for the month of May, because my haul, I didn't film my haul till the latter part of May, but I had been using a deluxe size version of this for pretty much the full month of May and had been loving it. So I know this isn't just kind of a spur of the minute, you know, of the moment throw in there. I have been loving those. So the next hair care item I actually picked up during my spring sale haul, and this thing makes my hair, heat styling my hair so easy and leaves my hair feeling so nice afterwards. It's the Living Proof Restore Smooth Blowout Concentrate. It's like a serum. It's a really small bottle, but you don't need a lot. It comes with 1.5 fluid ounces. It comes with a pump. And typically what I do most days is I don't use this every day. I only use it for the first time I heat style my hair. After having washed my hair, because that's when my hair is at its frizziest. And so I'll use this up here at the roots, because I always flat iron my roots, because if not, it just makes my whole head of hair so frizzy and gross. Now, if I'm going to curl my hair, then I use this on the rest, and my hair, like it cuts the heat styling down. It makes it less frustrating, less difficult, and the results afterwards are so much better. And so I love this stuff. I'm tried and true towards that product now when it comes to heat styling my hair. The next product I've had for a while now, probably ever since this thing released, which may have been a good year and a half. Did it release summer of last year? I can't remember. Anyways, it's the NARS Liquid Bronzer in the shade Laguna. I think it's the only shade that they have. And I have always really liked this, but I only recently started loving it because, as you know, I've switched up my foundation routine, and I now use a beauty blender with a dewy spray, and it has changed up my foundation routine. I've loved it so much. Well, now that I use the beauty blender for a lot of things, I started using it with the bronzer, and it has made such a difference in how glowy, bronzy, and naturally glowy and bronzy my skin looks. And I'm loving this so much. So it comes in it's just a standard bottle. It's got the pump, and you know Laguna to be, it's such a pretty bronzer. I feel like it always looks really natural. Although it does have kind of I don't want to say sparkle, but kind of, maybe even a sheen is a better word for it, but look how natural that looks. Obviously, I didn't blend it out completely, so it's not going to look, super natural, but once you blend it out, I'm going to blend it over all of the top of my hand, and just, it's perfection in a liquid bronzer. I tend to prefer powder products. I feel like they're easier, they're quicker to use, but this product combined with a beauty blender or a beauty sponge is perfection. I'm actually wearing it today, and it just gave me such a radiant glow, a radiant bronze. I've been loving using that one for the month of May. So the next few products, it's actually just a set of brushes, and I don't even think this is the whole set. But this is the first, so May was the first month that I really tried out and used BH Cosmetics brushes. I had not before, and honestly, not that I didn't have interest, it's just I have quite a few brushes. I'm good on brushes, I don't need to keep buying more. Well, when they released their Weekend Festival collection, they were out at my local Ulta, both the palette and the brush set. Well, they still had the brush set in stock, and I think as of recently they've restocked the palette, even though I haven't gotten my hands on that yet. But I did pick up the brush set because it was 20 bucks, and I figured for the number of brushes that it comes with, I think I really want to try it out. Plus I had felt the handles over at Ulta, and it's almost like a NARS type packaging, and I have to say I am so impressed with these brushes. For the price that you pay and the quality that you get, BH Cosmetics does a good job with brushes, and so for my brush needs in the future, I will definitely be heading their way. These things are so good, and like I said, they're really, really great at price. It was like a whole 10 or 12 piece set. Again, this isn't all of them. I've got a blending brush in here, pencil brush, concealer brush, a few liner brush, but I just kind of, for purposes of the video, in that May found me loving BH Cosmetics brushes, and so that is that. I've got 3 lip products. One was from my latest haul, and I told you it'd probably resurface as a favorite, and it is the Tarte H2O Gloss. The little lid has little water droplets, kind of like that Alluring Aquatics collection from MAC a few years ago. So I'm not one for sheer glosses. I prefer, if it's sheer, it has to have a super glossy shine so that I could put over top of other things. I prefer a little bit more opaque glosses, and I have found a few of these to be the case. This is in the shade Hang 10. It's the perfect nude, not even nude, it's like a rosy nude, but it goes perfect not only over top of lipstick. The only thing about using it over top of lipstick, I have found it always, any kind of gloss, any kind of topper always makes my lipstick thick and kind of gross and will get all over my teeth, and that is just so annoying. But on its own, it looks so pretty. It lasts a good while. I'm talking like, on me, it lasted a good 2, 3, 4 hours, looking really, really pretty. It's somewhat sticky. I know people aren't a fan of really sticky glosses. To me, the stickier, the more long lasting. It's not entirely uber goober sticky, but it does have some stickiness. I think that's just something that comes with most glosses. Love, love, love that gloss, and I do want to pick up one called Resort Life. It looks like it's the perfect popsicle tone. I'm going to be going back for that one, just not quite yet. So recently we went on vacation, and this is one of the lip products I packed in my bag just because I hadn't used it in a really long time. Also because the color is what was going to suit some of the looks I had planned. And it's nothing new. It's the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. This formula has been around forever and a day. This particular one is in the shade Venezia, and it is a really bright orangey shade. I had forgotten how good these are. The formula, it's just, I mean, it used to be that these were kind of, that they were super drying on me. I guess now, because I've tried more drying types of liquid lipsticks, that these aren't half bad. But this thing lasted. I put it on at the airport probably 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, and no joke, it was still on to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, still on for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, how have I not been using these for a while? They're just so good. This is one of those perfect summer shades, especially if you have a tan. I feel like the shade has kind of changed up a little bit over time. I don't know. I don't remember it looking this bright pinky orange. I remember it looking more orange, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my memory failing me, but that's what that looks like. I had forgotten how much I love this formula. A few other things. More recently, I had hauled basically the whole new Beach Please Fenty collection, and I am so in love with the Killawatt foil that is Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. This duo is so good, but especially because of that Sandcastle shade, it is my #1 highlighter now. I mean, as far as glow and intensity and brightness, this is the best one I own. This thing is so good. It's so soft and lasts a really good while on your face. It's very long lasting. As long as I use primer and setting spray, it lasts from the morning to the evening. This thing is so good. I do not have anything as bright and intense as this, and I am always down for an amazing highlighter. I'm always buying highlighters because I think there's always going to be one that's better than the last. and I think this is it. It's gonna be really hard to top this, but this thing is so good. I don't think I gave you the swatch of Minted Mojito. I'm so focused on Sandcastle. Minted Mojito is actually really, really pretty as well. On me, it looks a little too light, kind of stark white, but as far as an eyeshadow and inner corner, it's perfection. So that's what that one looks like there. And her whole collection, honestly, if I could have put that whole collection in this favorites video, I would have. But for purposes of favorites, this really, really was my favorite, the one that stood out to me the most. Next, in the line of highlighters, I told you in my last Get Ready With Me that this would likely be in my favorites, and of course it is. It's the Jennifer Lopez and Inglot collaboration. It's the highlights, the loose highlight in the shade Livin the Highlight. This is meant for your face and body, and up until the Sandcastle shade, this one was one of those where I said, this is like one of the brightest and best shades that I have. I mean, you know Jennifer Lopez to have that amazing glow all the time, and we've always, I mean, I feel like everybody and their dog jokes about how everybody wants that J-Lo glow, and she finally collaborated with a brand to put out something that could be that could give us some of that glow, but it comes in just a little container like this. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but this thing is so good, and it's not really, I mean, for being this much product, how much product do you get? 2.5 grams. I want to say it was like $27. I think I paid like $3 for shipping or something because I had to get it directly from the Inglot site. My Macy's did not have it. Macy's.com didn't have it either, and so that's what that one looks like. It's so good. And I feel like a lot of brands are now doing glow and highlight for the body. Again, this one is one that can be used on your face and your body, so you know, your arms, your not your brow bone, your collarbone. This thing is really, really good. Loved that for the month of May. Still on the brand of highlighters. So this, okay, I have this one that is so old. I mean, I think I even have the old packaging. I may have even included it sometime back in a favorites. It's the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer. Maybe I even included it last month. Did I? I don't remember, but I have been using this non-stop because this is my, so I always tell you that I use a base. I layer my highlight. This is my favorite base for layering highlight because this alone gives you an amazing highlight. So then when you layer on top of it, totally takes your highlight to the next level. It does come with a little pump. Again, they've redone the bottle, which I think is a little bit nicer than this one, but this one's pretty old. So let me kind of rub it in here so that you can see. Look at this. That's the intensity of that cream highlighter alone, and it's got the argan oil benefits because you know Josie Maran to include argan oil in everything that she does practically. So I love that, and it lasts forever because look, I can't tell where I'm at because it's kind of coated the outside, or the, you know, it's coated to where I can't see. But that's what that looks like. I've been using it forever and a day. Okay guys, just a couple other things. One of, so another lip favorite, going back to the lips. So this is actually a Colourpop lipstick. It was part of the Shayla collection. That is the first time I had tried one of the Luxe lipsticks from the Colourpop lipstick lineup. This particular one is in the shade Come On Sis. I really loved all of her lipsticks, but for purposes of this video and just to show that I am loving this Colourpop Lux lipstick formula, first of all, the bullet, the packaging is just beautiful. For a, what is it, $6, $7 lipstick? It's nice and hefty. The inside has little stars on it, so of course the detail is always amazing. And then I can't even tell you how comfortable this is, how long lasting on me it is, and the color is just perfection. It's so, so good. That's what that one looks like right there. And again, for $6 or $7, if you are looking for a really great lipstick formula, look no further than Colourpop's Lux, not liquid lipsticks, Lux lipsticks. These are just so good. In my opinion, they can compete with those high-end ones at Sephora. I mean, this is just really amazing. The last two items that I have really really been loving for the month of May are the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes that were recently released. I did pick up Gemstone, I picked up Coral, and I have not been able to put these down. These things are amazing because they're travel friendly as far as size. I mean, you can't get any better than that. They have the 9 full pans of product on the inside, and I have found with her Obsessions palettes that each and every time she has released these, which has only been a couple of times, this is her second release, they are just very pigmented, very easy to work with, and just, I mean, saturated with color. So Gemstone Obsessions is this one right here, and I just am flabbergasted every time I put this on my lid because of the intensity and foiled eyeshadow look. So they're super, super soft. You just, in my opinion, can't get any better than this, but I know other people would beg to differ. I love it. That's just, and that's all that matters. You gotta just choose what works best for you. That's 3 of the shades right there. One swipe. I hardly even dipped my finger in there. These are just crazy. And they're like 27 bucks a palette. You cannot find a full-size palette for that price. High-end anyways. Then the Coral Obsessions. You know right now the coral shades are everything. I mean, it's the trend. I feel like corals and lemonade shades. Everyone's coming out with a lemonade palette these days as well. So this, again, is just so, so pretty. So here's 3 right there. Now the Coral palette does come with only 2 of those metallic type shades. Everything else is a matte. But look at this. It's perfect for travel because of the mirror. It's just, I love these palettes so much, and these have really been getting great use. Right there. These have been getting great use from me for the month of May. Again, I seem to just reach for them pretty consistently. So that's it. I think that takes care of everything in my basket for my May favorites, things that I have really been putting to use, getting really great use out of. I feel like the favorites videos are a great way for me to be able to gauge if I'm going to repurchase something. Because, you know, a lot of times you're like, okay, I'm done with this. Once the bottle's empty, I'm going to move on to the next thing. And sometimes when I'm doing these favorites videos, I'm like, man, I love this product so much that once this runs out, I will repurchase. Before I let you go, you know I have to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Mark 4:40, and it's basically, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, it's the story of when Jesus was in the boat with the disciples. He fell asleep, a storm came up, and it was, I guess, pretty brutal, and they're panicking, freaking out. So they went and they woke him up, and what he said to them was, so verse 40 says, he said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" So guys, I hope this encourages you to just put your faith and put your trust in God. He's the one who can get you through any hard times. If you're going through good times right now, I am so happy. But if you are struggling, if you are having hard times, just have that faith. It's easy to be afraid. I'm going to say that's like usually the first thing that comes into my mind and into my heart a lot is fear. So you just have to be able to just let that go, let God handle it, and let him do his thing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this May favorites video. Take care, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye guys, have a great day.